Oh, good morning, good morning. Hello guys and welcome to another Football Impact video. And we're back with the Premier League, Bundesliga and all the leagues we talked about this weekend. But how have you guys been this week? Have you been very happy? Have you been sort of gloomy, doomy, depressed, struggling with life, struggling with anything? Or you could be what many people have done this week. That's right, Donald Trump, his great things he's done this week. Who gives a shit? Yeah. Anyway, enough about that. Let's see what happened this week in the Premier League. And one of the big games of the weekend was between Liverpool and Chelsea. Two teams who pretty much haven't got a chance in hell in the Premier League this season, but have made a chance of actually getting in the top four, which was a stalemate 1-1 draw. But actually, it was a really entertaining draw because Chelsea, at times in the first half, were amazing. Eden Hazard was playing some nice football. He's definitely back to Eden Hazard of 2 seasons ago, or even last season, which he was outstanding player in the league. Paul Kante won the award, but he was definitely one of Chelsea's best players last season. He played well. As far as for Aquatic, who I think is the best centre back in the Premier League, one of the best defenders in the Premier League this season. As well, Dalaway didn't play. No speculation. He's still not happy at Chelsea. Don't know how that's going to rumble on. But as for Liverpool, they were amazing. You know, Mohamed Salah, he's the best signing Liverpool made since Luis Suarez, in my opinion, really. I think he's been absolutely unbelievable. His passing, his movement, his finishing, his technique, he's got a lot. He's got everything. I mean, the fact that Chelsea even got rid of him just goes to show how stupid Chelsea were. Just like Kevin De Bruyne, Chelsea got rid of him as well. Chelsea got rid of so many good players over the years, and even Matic as well, who's on Manchester United. So Chelsea's downfall is Chelsea's downfall is their own hindrance, really. So, but Mohamed Salah scored the first goal in the second half. Phenomenal finish. Then, while is it a goal or isn't a goal? Everybody's going on. Is it a cross, or is it just a shot? Willian puts it, for me, it's a cross. He did not meant that. If he meant that, that's not just goal of the month, probably goal of the season. Just chips it over over Mignolet. He makes it one apiece. He's been really good form recently. He's got 2 goals for Chelsea in the win against Carabao in the Champions League, which got them into the Champions League last 16. And he's definitely been one of the sort of coach you expect more from him, really, because he's got the talent. He's been a really good player for Chelsea since he signed for Chelsea. So you expect more from William, definitely, but great finish, if you meant it or not. And yeah, massive point for, I think it's more a massive point for Chelsea than it is for Liverpool, because Liverpool won the game 1-0. I think Chelsea did a point because I don't see them in the league this year. I think it's too big of a gap between them and the 2 Manchester clubs. But I do think they will get third. Liverpool has 2 points dropped again, just like in the Champions League against Sevilla. The 2 points dropped in that match, even though they're 3-0 up in half time, and then decided to cave in like they did against Crystal Palace and somehow got a point. So it's like the same old from Liverpool. They are terrible at keeping a lead this season. But 2 teams pretty much similar in both areas, and probably both teams may even finish top 4 this season. But you probably say a draw is a fair result. Man City keep on winning 2-1, but there wasn't a routine when they won 2-1 against Huddersfield Town. Huddersfield were leading this game thanks to an own goal from Otamendi from a corner. But then Man City said in the second half, let's just kick it up a notch. Let's take it into 3rd gear to 6th gear. And that's what they've done in the second half, Man City. They just went up a notch. A penalty for Raheem Sterling, who has been sensational this season. Aguero steps up, puts it in the back of the net, really good finish. And then Raheem Sterling scores another fluky goal like he did against Bournemouth. But he's always in the right position. And some people have done a lot of stats on him. He scored more goals than last season. He's got more chances created than last season. But the biggest stat, from my opinion, is he's in the box way more often than he is last year. Last year, he only scored 1 goal in the box. This season, he has scored 5 goals in the box. Last season he scored 1. That's an amazing stat. And so Pep Guardiola has definitely improved Raheem Sterling massively, and he definitely had the best out of him. Because look, Man City signed him quite a while ago for 50 million. He wasn't a finished prodigy. He still a lot of work to do. You know, insane when I think he was 22 years old, 21, something like that. So you're saying like he was pretty much just, you know, a teenager really. So he's definitely getting better. It just takes time to get, you know, a talent player better. So he's definitely improving. Ryan Sterling, Pep is definitely the best out of him. Man City keep on winning and they make another record. The first team to ever win 37 points after 13 matches. They are on the course to break Chelsea's record of last season of 13 straight games, right now on 11. But can they beat Arsenal to a whole season unbeaten? I don't think it will happen, but I do think this. Man City, but the only reason why Man City are not going to Premier League this season is down to themselves. Because right now, there's no team in the league that can stop them. Not Manchester United, not Chelsea, not Arsenal, not Liverpool, not Tottenham, not Newcastle, not Southampton. Not any of those teams can stop them right now. They are right now a juggernaut, flying, and they're on top of it. So right now, Man City, for me, the only way they'll win the Premier League this season is themselves. And as for Huddersfield, you know, they played well in the match. You know, the fact of the matter is they've definitely changed style since, you know, when they played Tottenham, they got thumped 4-0, which pretty much they just play Europe so open and expansive. Now you know you can't give teams respect, and especially teams that caliber respect. And because if you're going to do that, Man City would win 8-0 in that game. So I think credit Huddersfield in that. They've definitely improved. I think Huddersfield, will they stay up? It's nip and tuck. But I think they might just stay up because I think there's 3 worse teams in the Premier League than them, so I think they have less than enough to stay up. And Manchester United to get another win against Norwich New Promo Club. Yes, they beat Newcastle 4-1 last week. They beat Brighton 1-0 this week, and it wasn't really a fun game to lose because Man United weren't at it. Pogba wasn't really, maybe struggling for match fitness probably. Brighton played really well, were really organised. They had chances, Brighton, to even get a goal in this game from a couple of set pieces. But Manchester United, the goal they come from Ashley Young, which was a deflection goal. I would give a benefit out to Ashley Young, but his shot would have gone in the net, doesn't matter. Head off dunk in the back of the net, 1-0. You expect Man United to beat Brighton, they have way more quality than Brighton. But Brighton are not losing games, not getting thumped this season. So like they're always losing by the 1 goal. Or maybe they're 2 goals, but I think Brighton are going to be okay this season. I think they have enough points to stay up now. I think they've got a really good manager in Chris Hughton, and I think he gets the best out of a team. And I think they'll be fine Brighton this season. Man United have to win the Manchester Derby if they have any chance of winning the Premier League title this season. Because right now, if they don't win that derby, it's lights out. No one's catching them, even though I don't think anyone's catching City. But if they beat Man City, then maybe we'll see how the City team do win and lose a game and try and get back. So it's not a formality City won the league. They haven't got the trophy hand gifted to them. But Man United have to win that Manchester Derby match is the game that decides where the title is going this year for me. If Man United win that game, they have a chance. If City get a draw or win that match, it's lights out. No one's beating them this season for the title. Tottenham, Wembley hoodoo continues after they couldn't beat West Brom, who sacked their manager Antonio Pulis. It looks like it's going to be Alan Pardew who's going to be the manager's job for that. So Gary Maxon's temporary interim job at the minute, and he got a really good point. You know, they were 1-0 up in the 4th minute thanks to Rondon. Questionable defending from Tottenham, but decent finish from Rondon. Expect more from Rondon really, but anyway, he got the goal. Then Kane decided, you know what? Time for someone to step up, and he just said step up, not made the goalie, not made the goalkeeper. It goes in the back of the net. 1-1. Tottenham had a chance. Harry Kane had another chance then. Header went over the bar, but Tottenham were not at it. Dele Alli looks so out of his depth. Ever since he put in a man-of-match performance against Real Madrid, he's been nowhere since. Ever since Eriksen put the hat-trick past the Republic of Ireland, he's been nowhere since. So you can't rely on Harry Kane to score the goals. You need other players, because he's going to have an off day He's going to have an off day as well. So other players like Son and many others haven't stepped up for me, and you expect them to step up because they've got the talent and that's what to do. But right now, that draw for Tottenham, Taylor's gone. Taylor's gone. The gap is 13 points. That's a huge gap at any stage of the season. And I just think this Tottenham team, as much as I praise Pochettino and I praise the Tottenham, as I really like their team, it gets to a stage where you didn't bring in big players in the summer. You didn't bring in a player who can challenge Harry Kane for the striking position. You didn't bring in our creative midfield, and you didn't bring in a superstar player that I'm saying Tottenham massively missing that team. Like Gareth Bale, I'm not saying Gareth Bale at Tottenham, but a player of that quality is what they're massively missing. Mohamed Salah is for Liverpool. You've got Hazard is for Chelsea. Aguero, Kevin De Bruyne is from Del Silva is for Manchester City. Paul Pogba and Lukaku is Manchester United, and Arsenal have Erson Sanchez. Tottenham don't have that, and I think that's the biggest dent to their titles because they don't have a superstar. A good point for West Brom to end the rot of consecutive defeat. Burnley and Arsenal, who are pretty much locked on 2.5 points from the goal difference, separating the two teams, but a controversial end to the game. It had a draw written over. Arsenal were not it for me. I mean, it only had one shot on target before the penalty. And was it a penalty? Yes, Tarkowski did push him. It's a soft penalty, but it is a penalty. And Lex Sanchez steps up, puts it in the back of the net. And Arsenal, for the third consecutive game, get a last-minute winner against Burnley. Our Burnley supporter will be sick of the sight of Arsenal Wenger and Arsenal's sort of, voodoo quitters thing that he has over Burnley. But look, Arsenal should beat Burnley because they have the quality to do so. But Burnley, they've had a really good start, a fantastic start to the season. Burnley, in fact, that they told me at the start of the season that Burnley would have been 7th and a couple of points off the top 4. I wouldn't have believed you. So Sean Dice gives massive praises because right now it's between him and the other manager, Marco Silva, who's manager of the season for me. You could say Pep Guardiola, but those three have been absolutely outstanding this season. So it's a great season, Sean Dice, and I think he might have a chance to win the job. Arsenal 1-0 win, but like I said every week, they're always one defeat away from the crisis. Watford destroying Newcastle United 3-0, and Watford, who really are having a fantastic season, just like Burnley. Richarlison looks like a really good sign. Will Hughes scored a phenomenal first goal. Then you've also got the likes of Andre Gray scored a good goal, and then some other players as well really look a decent team. Marcus Silva, making that Watford team look really good. And for me, I think Watford will not just be a top half team this season. They may have actually a chance to get top 8 this season. As for Newcastle, the big problems in Newcastle is, yes, they have injuries to likes of Moreno, the captain themselves was massive mess that defence. And you also got the likes of Mitrovic on the bench, and you expect, well, why is he not playing? I mean, is it because he's a controversial striker who, he's one of those type of strikers that he will give it his all, and then maybe too much of his all because he either scores a goal or gets sent off, or either does both in the same match. So Rafa Benitez has definitely got a major dilemma at the minute. He doesn't know how to stick or twist. Doesn't want to play 4-2-1 or 4-4-2 or whatever system he's playing. Actually, is a massive miss as well. So there's massive injuries to Newcastle United. But I also think this whole takeover at Newcastle is a big hindrance as well, because I keep saying, Mike Ashley needs to sell this club at all costs. If we already knew that Amanda Staley's put a 300 million bid to buy Newcastle, but Mike Ashley wants 350. Banda's going to put 320 in, whatever. If I was Mike Ashley, there you go. Name your price. If someone wants the price, sell it. Off you go. For me, this team needs major signings in January transfer window and also next summer, because this Newcastle United team is the worst Newcastle United team I have ever seen. The fact that Diame is playing in midfield Diame is an American football player trying to play Premier League football. The guy is the joke of a midfielder. And then you also got the likes of Hossler, who's the worst, who's just a reject from Stoke, who couldn't get in Stoke's side, and then he decided to go Newcastle. He scored two of the flukiest goals you've ever seen in life. He's not good enough. This Newcastle United squad is a championship squad with a Champions League manager, with a Premier League club, with a Hitler version of an owner. So when you're pretty much trying to mix it all in one, you get confusion. And right now, Newcastle United need probably just go back to what they were doing. I think Newcastle will stay in the Premier League. I think they've got just enough to stay up, because I think there's 3 worse teams, just like Huddersfield and Brighton. I think all 3 promoted clubs might stay in the Premier League this season, but Newcastle need to bring in some players in January transfer window, or it's going to be a long end of the season for them. As for Watford, they're having a crack start to the season, and top 8 finish is definitely on the cards for them. Southampton, fresh Everton 4-1 thanks to 2 goals from Charlie Austin, who got man of the match. And I said last week, if you played Charlie Austin in the team, you valid goals. He'll give you goals, and that's what he did. He scored 2 phenomenal headers, outstanding header. The first header head off the bar, perfect. The second header was even bad, but we get on to Everton, how bad Everton were. But I'm really happy for Charlie Austin. Hope now this kickstart at Southampton season, which you expect because they have a really good team. And yeah, you know, also had Ties played well in this match as well, so they're starting to click. Charlie Austin had Ties maybe make a good combination for Southampton. But good win for them, caught the win for them 4-1. Everton, major problems. They are conceded the most goals in the Premier League this season. Not just that, they still haven't appointed a new manager since Ronald Koeman was sacked 3 weeks ago. And the biggest problem this Everton team is the fans are not turning up to the games. They got thrashed by Atlanta 5-1. There's hardly anybody at them. I mean, they have a massive game midweek against West Ham. If they lose that game, I'm not telling you right now, it's a foregone conclusion. They're going to get relegated this season. And Everton, who are not, it means it's Everton Football Club. They've never been relegated from the Premier League, ever. This could be the season where Everton find themselves going down this year. Because this is a squad, and I'm looking at, it's a great squad. It's got some talented players. But good Lord, it's so confused, it's so disconvoluted. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's just not, when you always feel like Everton, you think passion. They go, when you go to Goodison Park, it's going to be a hard place to go with hostile atmosphere. It's a really tough place to go. Now, you go to Everton, you look at the next fixture. Here goes Everton. Oh, I want to play Everton. Every team in the Premier League, apart from Everton, wants to play Everton because you know they're the weakest team in the Premier League at this moment in time. Until they get a new manager, it was Marco Silva, Thomas Tuchel, Sean Dyche, whoever it is, they need to get this manager appointment now, or they're going down this season. If Everton have not appointed a manager in the next 2 weeks, or before the Christmas period, where the X-Men fixture, which is massively huge, because you're playing 3 or 4 games a week, they are going down for me. I just don't see how they're going to stay in the Premier League, because right now they're conceding far too many goals, and they've got a minus 15 or 17 goal difference. I mean, it's up there with Crystal Palace, or bad goal deficit. They're big problems, and they need to do something, or they're going down this year. So guys, look at the Premier League table. Where Manchester City are top of the league on 37 points. Man United, Chelsea stay where they are in the top 3. Arsenal up to 4th after their winning against Burnley. Tottenham yet again didn't win a game, are now in 5th. Liverpool they're in 6th. Then Burnley stay where they are. So is Watford in 8th. Then it's Brighton and Southampton up to 10th. At the bottom, it's Huddersfield, Leicester, Bournemouth, Newcastle making 40 defeats in a row. Big problems for them unless they need to get some form back as soon as possible. They're in 14th, then Stoke, who are even worse form than Newcastle. They're in 15th. Everton need a new manager, or they're getting relegated. So West Brom get a good point and are 17th. West Ham got a really good point against Leicester City for David Moyes' first point at home as well. Swansea get a draw as well, puts them to 9 points and 18. And Crystal Palace win a game. Great! They won a match. Hey, maybe the great escape can happen. Maybe not. Maybe not. Because they can never win back-to-back matches. And the fact of the matter is, the next game is away from home, and they still haven't won. They still haven't scored a goal away from home, or even won a match, or even got a point away from home. So if they get something away from home, then maybe they can stay up. But right now, no. Alright guys, we're on to the Bundesliga. And the Bundesliga, the massive German derby between Dortmund and Schalke ended in 4-4. And it's not that the fact, 4-4, great game, great advert for the Bundesliga. No, it wasn't. It was literally, I mean, Dortmund were 4-0. That's right, let me say it one more time. Dortmund were 4-0 up. Aubameyang scored 1 goal, and he was actually played really well in the first half. Then many other players scored as well. And then you thought, okay, Dortmund 4-0 half time. Wow, okay, what can Dortmund do now? Just keep it 4-0, or maybe get 5 or something. But then, literally, clamorous. It's not even woeful defending. It's the worst defending I have ever seen from a professional football team. Literally, they just didn't know what to do. They were so like statues at defence. The first goal is just a simple ball, lob forward, and a header from one of the Schalke players, makes it 4-1. The second goal is even worse than the first goal, it was 4-2. 4-3, then the fourth goal, then Aubameyang got sent off for 2 stupid yellow cards, and then the The fourth goal is at the last pretty much 3 minutes to go. There's one thing we all know Schalke are decent at. We're up in the east, the ball in the box. He busts it, and Ronaldo is literally got a free header, and it's blatantly easy as hell. I could have scored that. Anybody could score that. My fucking nan could have scored that. It was awful from Dortmund everywhere. Their defense is a problem. They have a major problem for Aubameyang, big time, because he's not going to sent off. He's not going to miss 2 matches. And it's just all falling apart for Dortmund. And I said right now, if Boss does not win against Schalke, he's out of a job. Well, he's not in a job anymore. He has to go. Schalke, Dortmund cannot keep this guy in a job, or Dortmund do not even make the Champions League places for next season. Forget the Bundesliga title, that's out. They're not going to win the league this year. They have got major problems in that Dortmund team. They have to sack Boss and get someone else in before it's too late. Because right now, Schalke are above them. Unbelievable. Astonishing, isn't it? Dortmund have major problems. Boss has to go, or if you don't sack Boss as soon as possible, it now becomes terrible where your team actually do not finish top 4 and never fall out in Borussia Dortmund. As for Schalke, great point for them to come back from 4-0 down to get a point. That's amazing. You know, kudos to them on a great match. So Schalke definitely got a lot of mentality this season, unlike last season. They got some really good talent in that team as well. So maybe this season Schalke do actually finish, not just in the top 4, but maybe above their arch rivals Borussia Dortmund. Bayern Munich voodoo continues at Clubback because they still haven't won a Clubback in many years. The Clubback has always been one of Bayern's bogey teams. I just don't know why it is. The Clubback played really well in this game. The first goal was from Torgan Hazard penalty. I said the younger brother of Eden Hazard. The second goal summed up Bayern Munich's defensive in this whole game. They was all over the place. They got to go back Bayern, but it was just a from Lewandowski, but it was just pretty much, yeah, it was just formality really. They got to go back. But Ivor Club played really well, and they're up to 4th now. But Clubback have an outside chance to win the Bundesliga this year, because right now they're already just a handful of points behind Bayern. So it's going to be a really interesting end to the season, really interesting Bundesliga season this year, because there's so far all the teams in Germany have been really poor. Bayern have sacked their manager, and Heinke is going to come in, hasn't worked. I mean, the Tigers come in. They played well, but against England in the Champions League, they did not play well, and they won that match. They didn't play well in this game, so we're not going to good at Bayern. And Clubback played really well in this game and absolutely deserved to win the match. So let's see how this Bayern Munich team from now to the end of the season really grow. But Bayern Munich's major challengers are Leipzig, who win 2-0 against Werder Bremen. And thought, okay, back. They got a massive win against Hanover. Didn't really work because Leipzig just scored 2. And Leipzig are up to 2nd in the league and are only 3 points behind Bayern Munich. What a season they're having. Again, are they the only team in Germany that can challenge Bayern? Last season they were the only team in Germany that can challenge Bayern Munich. And this season looks like as well too. So good for Leipzig, puts up 2nd. And Bremen moved down to the relegation battle. Moved 2nd bottom. Hamburg had a massive win against Hoffenheim, 3-0. Hoffenheim were woeful in this game and didn't deserve a goal. Hamburg get a good win that takes them out of the bottom 3. You know, takes them out of the automatic relegation spot into the playoff. But it doesn't really matter. They're still going to get relegated. They're still hopefully going to get relegated this season. Leverkusen were up to 6th after a massive win against a team who were above them in the league in Frankfurt. A 1-0 win for them, which actually Leverkusen are only a point behind Borussia Dortmund. At the start of the season, Leverkusen were 2nd bottom and Dortmund were top. To put into perspective how big of a gap that was, they were 12 points clear of fucking Leverkusen. The gap now is 1 point. It just tells you how bad Dortmund have been this season. It's been absolutely unbelievable. And Leverkusen are now one of the informed teams in the Bundesliga with a great win, and up to 6th, and only a point off Dortmund, and it's only 2 points off 3rd. Like, they're having this astonishing little bit of run. So yeah, maybe this is the season Leverkusen do get. But maybe I was a bit harsh on them. Maybe this season they actually may get an outside chance of getting Champions League spot. And last game is Augsburg, who are also up to 8th. We're now up to 8th with a massive win against Wolfsburg. And maybe they have an outside chance of getting here. Being this Bundesliga title race, this Bundesliga tough for the Champions League spot is wide open as hell this year. Which is great, because then it's up to dog around the Bundesliga, not Bayern Munich domination. Because I was fed up with it. A good win for Augsburg, puts them to 8th. Wolfsburg only just a point ahead of Hamburg. So guys, look at the Bundesliga table with Bayern Munich still top on 28 points, but Leipzig are only 3 points behind. Schalke with their point are only 5 points behind. And then you got a cluster of teams after that who are literally, you can put a blanket over them. Gladbach, Dortmund, Leverkusen, Hoffenheim, 1 point, 4 points separating 7 up to 4th. Then you got Augsburg, Frankfurt, Hanover. I mean, there's only 1 point separated. There's only 2 points separated Dortmund down to Hanover. It's absolutely so tight in there. And at the bottom, it is Hertha with a massive win because it was 17 points, but they're only 2 points off the top 4. They're only 2 points off the top half. It's astonishing. Stuttgart with good points as well at 12. Then it's Mainz, they're down. Mainz and Wolfsburg moved down. Hamburg stay where they are with their win. Freiburg moved down after their defeat. Werder Bremen moved down after their defeat. And Cologne still haven't won a game in the Bundesliga, even though they beat Arsenal in Europa League, but they still haven't won a match in the Bundesliga, and for me are getting relegated. So guys, let's see what happened this week in La Liga. And the big game in La Liga this weekend was between first and second, between Barcelona versus Valencia, which ended in a draw. But there's a lot of controversy in this match thanks to a goal that should have been a goal, but didn't win in the net because there's no goal line technology in La Liga. Really? I mean, what the fuck? La Liga. I mean, how's the La Liga, which everybody's saying, oh, it's the best league in the world. The Spanish teams have dominated Europe. I mean, Real Madrid won the Champions League back to back. Barcelona won the Champions League. Sevilla won the fucking Europa League 3 times in a row. And yet they don't have goal line technology. What the actual fuck is going on in La Liga? Anyway, Messi's goal, which he had, was over the line. I don't know how the fact the linesman didn't see it. I'm not getting in front of the linesman. I guess the stage now, the people say, oh well, La Liga don't have any money for goal line technology. I'm not buying that. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Sevilla, Villarreal, all have a ton of money. Elbar, I mean, this idea there's no money in La Liga is the biggest little bullshit I've ever heard. Because the fucking league earned got goal line technology as even worse league than La Liga. I just don't get it, man. It's just unreal. Anyway, Barcelona were robbed of a win. But anyway, Valencia did get the first goal, which did count. From Rodrigo, who's been a really decent signing since they brought him in. He's been a really decent player for them this season. He scored the first goal, but then a goal back from Alaba just at the end from them. But a draw was probably a fair result, but Barcelona would feel robbed if not the goal from Messi wasn't on the line. But for me, La Liga need to get going technology because they're way behind every other league, like the Premier League, Bundesliga, Liga, Serie A, and any other leagues. I mean, Premier League have goal line technology. Serie A and the Bundesliga have VAR and goal line technology. Like, how far behind are you in La Liga? Anyway, good point for Valencia, 2 points drop for Barcelona. Atletico Madrid get a 5-0, and they got Griezmann and Kevin Gamero scoring twice in this match, no goal as well. But I'm really happy for Kevin Gamero because, like, you know, since he signed from Sevilla, since they signed him from Sevilla, you thought, well, okay, he's going to be a really good signing. It hasn't really happened, but I think it's because he's not getting the best out of it. And now Griezmann's got an unbelievable strike he got in the Champions League, which definitely boosted his confidence. And now he's got 2 goals in this game. Hopefully that kickstart Griezmann's season. I hope this kickstart Atletico Madrid's season because they got really good players in that team. They just haven't been at it. But they were due a big win. Atletico Madrid, Levante, just played Atletico Madrid at the wrong time. But that win for Atletico Madrid puts them up to third. Real Madrid, big problems for them. Even though they were playing rock bottom Malaga, and yet they just won this game 3-2 thanks to Ronaldo. Even though Ronaldo missed a fucking penalty, and he still scored the winner. Amazing, isn't it? But Malaga played well in this game. Real Madrid took the lead. Then it was 1-1. Then it was 2-1. Then it was 2-2. Missed penalty. Then Ronaldo stepped out and puts 1 there. But Benzema scored in this game as well after his goal when they thrashed up on like 6-0. But Real Madrid not playing well, but they're winning games. So is that a positive or is it a negative? I'll probably go negative right now because Real Madrid have been awful this season. Like, you watch them right now, I mean, Ronaldo looks so out of it. Literally, he doesn't look the same Ronaldo of last season. Benzema, literally, is so bad, it's unreal. Even the goal he scored was bad. you get credit to Malaga. I mean, they almost got a point at the Bernabeu, but there's some real problems with Real Madrid. There's a lot of unrest in that club. Maybe this is a season where Real Madrid shouldn't have sold Morata and James Rodriguez, and then soon replaced those two guys, and didn't. So now they looks like they have to deal with what they got. And I said so, who everybody thought was going to be a really good player. Where's he been for the last 2 freaking games? I don't know, Real Madrid, man, there's something not right with that team. I don't think they won the league this year. I think they've got too big of a gap between them and Barcelona, even though Barcelona did get a point. But I don't see it happening, man. It's too big of a gap at this stage of the season. But they moved down to 4 after letting Madrid win. Big game between sort of two teams trying to get into the Champions League places in Villarreal and Sevilla. Sevilla were 2-0 down in this game, just like they were against Liverpool when they're 3-0 down at half time. Then they came back and scored 3 goals. Just like this game, came back and scored 3 goals, and they got a winning goal from a penalty from Banega. But Villarreal were stupid enough to fucking lose a 2-goal lead in the first place. They turn up, then you give a stupid penalty, and you get you guys sent off, and then it's just oh my god, what is a fucking idiot defending we've seen this weekend. But Sevilla, they comfortably stay where they are in 5th. Villarreal could have closed the gap between them and Sevilla. They didn't. They stay 6th. Real Sociedad drew 2-2 against rock bottom. Well, right now rock bottom Las Palmas, and it doesn't really help them at the minute. So is that a real curse for them? Not really. Las Palmas, big point for them to get them out of to get them out of rock bottom and move them 1 place higher, up to I think 19th. But their biggest problem this season, Las Palmas, is they concede far too many goals. And I don't see him staying in La Liga this season. So yeah, enjoy that point, because that's the only thing you're going to be cheering this season. Real Sociedad stay 7th. And last game was Elbar making 2 wins in a row and beat Alaves, their arch big relegation 6-pointer. And Alaves now rock bottom after this result, because Las Palmas got a point at Malaga, even though they lost but didn't lose heavily. And that win for Elbar, it puts them way up the league. They're up to 14th in the league after 2 back-to-back wins. And this may be at their thumping win on Monday against Real Betis, and also winning against Alaves. So that's hopefully boosts morale, boosts confidence in that Elbar team. And they're only 2 points off the top half. It's just getting back-to-back wins. You could easily be in the top half. It's amazing, really. So yeah, good win for them. As for Alaves, looks bleak. So guys, look at the La Liga table. We're Barcelona top, even though they've got that point. Still gap 4 points. Then Atletico Madrid, there's Valencia, or I'm saying, then Atletico Madrid 3rd, Real Madrid, Sevilla, Villarreal, Real Sociedad. Betis are 8th, then Sevilla, where they're winning up to 9th. Granola are having a really good start to their debut season in La Liga, up to 10th. Then the bottom is Leganés, Getafe, Levante, Elbar. Atletico Bilbao stay 15th. Espanyol down 16th, so it's Deportivo. Malaga stayed in 18th. Las Palmas moved up to 19th. And Alaves are right now the worst team in La Liga, 20th position. Alright guys, having this week in Serie A. And Serie A this weekend, Napoli get a 1-0 win thanks to Granello, I don't know what his name is. He's a midfielder and he scored. He also missed a penalty in this match. So they don't have to beat Udinese, but when you're not playing well, this is how you win league titles, or in Italian it's called Scudettos. That's how you win Scudettos in Serie A. When you're not playing well, you still win matches. You still get the 3 points. Massive win for Napoli. Inter Milan win 3-1 against Cagliari thanks to 2 goals from the man who literally is fucking playing some of the best football he's ever played in his career. Not a quote from me, a quote from McCarthy, because he's saying that right now. He's saying he's playing the best he's ever played. He feels freer, he feels like more fit than he's ever been. And I'm definitely right now Inter Milan playing 1 game a week, just like I keep saying it, just like Chelsea last season, has massively improved this Inter team. And Sapali is a really good manager, and it looks like getting the best out of Academy, definitely the best out of the Inter Milan team. And they bought some really good signings in the summer, and it's definitely worked as well. But Acadi's the guy. I mean, he's now scored, I think, 14 goals this season. He's an unbelievable. He's the best strike he's ever made to any season. He's the top goal scorer in Serie A, and he right now, for me, is the outside chance for the Italian striker of the season. Probably he's out there with probably Luis Suarez, that the Dawson category, even Harry Kane category in the world of world-class strikers in the world, because he's that good right now at Caddy. He's playing some of the best football strikers. He's scoring some cracking goals as well, just to win. But also some of our Caddy got a really good goal to get a consolation, but Inter's got too much quality for them. Good win for Inter Milan to at least close the gap. Well, to stay the gap stable at 2 points between them and Napoli. And Juventus get back to winning ways after their defeat against Sampdoria. They thumped Crotone 3-0. A good goal from Mandzukic. Also, Dybala was back in the team and really helped them as well in terms of creativity. Higuain wasn't playing, which definitely was a lot of speculation. Can Dybala and Higuain work? Doesn't look like so. But definitely Mandzukic playing on front zone definitely helped the team. He got a really good goal. And Juventus just back to winning ways to try and close the gap to the two outright leaders right now in Napoli and Inter Milan. Roma only drew 1-1 against Genoa, and it doesn't really work for Roma because they were 1-up this match. Give away a stupid penalty from a stupid penalty, slap in the face, literally that, and Genoa gotta go back. But it just Roma look like if they get Champions League, if they get third spot this season, I think that's a great season for them. Genoa are still in the bottom three, but that's a good point to get them cleared of the bottom three. Lazio drew 1-1 against Fiorentina. They didn't do enough in this game, Lazio. They hadn't really been at it recently. Since they got beat in the massive derby against Roma, the form hasn't really been at it. Fiorentina played well in this game and actually deserved to win the match with Roma, but Lazio just done enough for a draw. And the last game is a big relegation 6-pointer between Sassuolo and Verona. And Verona beat Sassuolo to get a big win. It's still 19th, but it's really tight down there between those table teams for who's going to stay and stay out of the season. Verona, maybe they're only a point off being out of the relegation zone, so that's a massive win for them. As for Sassuolo, maybe this is the season they will be going down. So guys, look at the Serie A table where Napoli top on 38 points, Inter are second on 36 points. Then it's Juventus who are third on 34. Then it's Roma, Lazio, Sampdoria, AC Milan stay as they are. Bologna up to 8th. Chievo up to 9th. Torino with their draw puts them in the 10th. Then the bottom is Fiorentina, Atalanta, Cagliari, Udinese, Crotone, Sassuolo, Genoa, Splat, Verona without big win, only a point off being out of the relegation zone, and Benevento who play tonight and have no chance to stay in the league. If they do win, they're still at bottom and they are, for me, relegated. So guys, we're on to the last league earn. And the big game of the league was between Monaco and PSG. PSG went 2-1 thanks to goals from Cavani and a penalty from Neymar. But give credit to credit's due. Monaco did get a goal back from John Martinho, but freaking hell, PSG should have a sight. They had chance after chance after chance. They had chances from Neymar. Mbappe had a shocker game against his old club. Many other players should have scored, and you could have said at the end Monaco could have got a point if their set piece was actually on point. But Monaco, you should say, oh, the fair game. PSG just had enough at the end to win the match, but we're not playing well, just like Napoli, and you're winning games. PSG for me are definitely going to win the league this year. I just think Monaco right now, if they get second this season, they've so much players, so much talent of quality players in the summer, I think that'll be a cracking season for them. Lyon get back to winning ways after their draw last weekend. They got away thrashed at least 5-0. Memphis Depay scores 2 beauties in this game as well. And even though Fekir is suspended and it looks like a big mess, they really stepped up. I mean, even though Nice was shocking as hell in this match, defensively they were awful as hell. But enough quality in the end for Lyon just to get back to winning ways. And they are now up to second on goal difference, so they really are playing decent football this season. I think in them, Marseille and Monaco are really between those three teams who get the Champions League spots. One team will miss out. It may actually be Monaco. Because Marseille win 1-0 against Guingamp, Florian Thauvin scores another cracking goal. Memphis Depay gets a good assist. First team that's done something in Ligue 1 this year. But their talisman, Florian Thauvin, has definitely been sensational this season for them. He's stepping up to the plate when other players have not been at it, and he scored a really good goal, just enough to get them the win. And they're only now a couple of points behind Monaco, so it's going to be a really intriguing end to the season between all those clubs. So, because PSG for me are way ahead of the other teams in leagues, but Lyon, Monaco, and Marseille is between a free dogfight who gets 2 Champions League spots. Cannes gets a big win over Bordeaux, which keeps them comfortably in mid-table. Bordeaux are looking down instead of up. And the last game is Armand, and are up to 10th after making back-to-back wins and beat rock bottom Metz, who are already now not just relegated, but now becoming the whipping boys of Ligue 1. So good win for Armand. Up to 10th for a season they're having. Tracking Metz, Serie A and Ligue 2 next season. So guys, look at the Ligue 1 table, where PSG top on 38 points, extend that lead. Lyon up to 2nd with that win. It's a goal difference ahead of Monaco, who are third and third. There's Marseille, who are a point behind, so it's 1 point separating 3 teams. It's going to be really interesting at the end of the season in Ligue 1. Nats are now stay 5th, Cannes stay 6th, Montpellier move to 7th, Saint Etienne down to 8th, Rennes and Armand are in the top 10. Bottom it is Troyes, Dijon, Bordeaux, Toulouse, Gandam, Armagh, Angers, Strasbourg, Nice are now in the bottom 3, Lille are in the bottom 3, and Metz are going to be in Ligue 2 next season. But it's really tight in that league because it's only 4 points. That's right, 4 points separating Rennes, who are 9th, all the way down to Nice, who are 18th. There's 9 teams there who could easily be fighting for relegation this season. It is so wide open this year, so it's really 4 points separating those 2 teams. That's 2 wins. So it's going to be 9 teams. Could be fighting for relegation this season. It's going to be an intriguing end to Ligue 1 this year. So guys, then the league, that's the end of the football impact for this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys are having a smashing, cracking, amazing day. Please like, subscribe, etc.